So the story was that the lynching was a cover-up. That's where we are now at the moment. The lynching was a cover-up. And the dead guy was dead already. But he did rape someone, and it wasn't the girl who they accused of being raped earlier. The girl I'm about to talk to. It's someone else. Depends on the amount of train... Oh, sorry, wrong room. Depends on the amount of raids and hype trains. That's true! If you guys want, you can start hype trains and force people to raid. If you want to bet and win. Not that I'm encouraging you guys to do that. Oh no. Oh no, not at all.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed.
Oh?
She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
Put skill into volition to open this white check mark.
I understand.
He puts her coffee mug on the table.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police.
I also accept bribes to distract Tofu for a while.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions.
Do you think I'll be able to romance her?
Is it? Something is off here. Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
Okay, rhetoric and volition are arguing in my head.
Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Out of the shit I'd gotten into. Okay, so she was the one who was in trouble in the first place. That's not good enough reason. Cool, I'm satisfied with this.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. Grey and pale violet in the morning light. The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then
Okay, so she's looking back to her home, basically.
The old
Is that what you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern. What's the RCM's involvement in the moral intern got to do with this?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Okay, yeah, they're the judicial system in place. Is that crazy?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me.
She does bad stuff with money.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Oronese lit.
What's going on? What does she do?
Actually,
is it a white-collar crime?
Did have a little to do with her.
You said you studied Oronese lit. What? Why am I talking about her literature work? There's a murder to solve. Why is my brain getting distracted? This would be as if I was truly a detective, like me right now. I get too distracted easily.
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it.
She wasn't selling insurance fraud, was
After
she?
that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene.
What did you do to have these people come after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage.
Industrial espionage.
I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
Wait, was she sent here to spy on the guys? He's distracted by boobies. What? Who's distracted?
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
Well, I mean, if she took the ledgers, isn't that stealing? Theft is still illegal, right? Right?
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
It's creative accounting. This kind of reminds me a little bit like what really upset me. Well, not upset, but I got into an argument quite recently about stuff that happened in the Soviet Union and how people would end up doing a side hustle of capitalism. They were selling something or they were doing something to try and get past the whole communist aspect. What was terrifying about that, guys, was there was a time in Soviet Union where if you were doing that, you know, doing a side hustle, making money, you know, doing illegal stuff, you were punished by death. However, murder, there was a few crimes of murder and pedophilia that got away with just time in jail. Obviously, the gulags weren't great, but time in jail. But a person who was just making money, like a capitalistic venture, was gotten the death penalty. And it's just kind of bringing up to me because like she's talking about her crime that she committed, but my blood boils sometimes when I hear examples of these cases.
As to who hired me for the job,
Makes me so angry how
I don't
twisted
know.
that can be.
They're after me too.
Of like crime
along
comparisons.
with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo?
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that. You're right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built. That is a lot of shit you gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people.
So ordinary people are against her as
What
well.
I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there.
She points to the window.
Together. In bed, I mean.
Okay, so they had sexy time.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Well, that conversation... Okay, that was detailed, yeah.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her.
So he
dark
was shot
and
during
indefinite
sexy
way.
time.
She continues
What a way to go.
in spite of it.
I mean, if you were going to go, you know, that's one... Yeah, I'm not going to comment anymore.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Jesus, if he was massive, he could have crushed her, like. Then what happened? If you do...
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on.
Oof.
I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
A guy who keeps his boots on. I don't know about that. I call that a red flag, personally. That's a red flag for me. Does that count as snoo-snoo? What do you think, chat? Is that death by snoo-snoo? Don't let me die with my boots on.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
What if she was the intended target?
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Sorry, this happened to you.
So am I.
She looks down. Her cigarette has singed her fingers.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
I wouldn't count it by, but it qualifies as during. During snoo. What if there are cowboy boots? Oh no, Kip, you're one of those. You're one of those. Wait, my audio just stopped.
What time was this? When did it
The
happen?
sound effects just stopped.
It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
What if she was the target, though? That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time.
Around midnight.
Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Ah, yes. When you do drugs to clear your head. I see. I would like to be noted that I have restrained myself from making some lewd puns at this particular juncture. I'm so proud of you, Jimmy. You're progressing in life. Yeehaw!
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
What did you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth.
Oof.
Not a lot, just a little.
Where was he shot again? I don't
He
remember.
was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs.
And that's how she
I
ran
knew
into
there
the
would
Hardy
be
Boys,
people
probably.
there.
Do you guys remember where he was shot? What happened after you ran downstairs? Or do we not know yet?
Sylvie was tending the bar.
Oh, Sylvie.
A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage.
That's why she left, guys.
I think the union box was full.
I thought she was the other rape victim. Well, the rape victim, not other.
Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time.
Ruby.
I sat down and
Who's Ruby?
they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Oh, continue. Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She
What?
trusts her. So do the others.
We haven't met another woman? Welcome in. Little customer service. Love the username.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of
Okay,
this.
so this is a lady we
That's what
haven't
she
met
does,
yet.
you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
Oh, shit.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity,
Validity.
matching and hanging.
They really thought of that really well, quickly, like. That's amazing.
Yes.
Because, like, you only have, like, a couple of minutes, if even, to cover up your tracks after you murder a body because, you know, the blood flow is going to stop circulating, obviously. So you have, like, a couple of minutes tops to inflict wounds on your victim or on the body to cover up your tracks. Again, I don't know why I'm going with this dialogue because I'm teaching you to commit crimes.
This is concurrent with your doubts at the autopsy about the colouring.
I knew it. The colouring in his lower limbs looked faint.
About half an hour had passed since the moment of death.
She nods.
You were late. The marks would be faint by that time.
In honor of another precise forensic observation.
Nice! Except I was already full health. Don't document your crimes. How do you know this? Okay, in my defense, before anyone accuses me of anything crazy, I watch like 20 hours of true crime a week. I watch documentaries and podcasts. I'm a true crime fanatic. So, to the point, oh my god, I had a dream 2 nights ago So as you guys know, we're buying a house, and I had a dream that Nate and I were moving house, but in the process of moving house, we had to cover up a dead body. But the body had like liquefied. It was so decomposed that it was liquid mush. And I was like trying to cover it up in many ways, and the police were constantly like, yeah, I need help. I get it. I understand. I'm a troubled human being. But Jesus, that dream was so stressful of like stopping the police from keeping an eye on me. That is exactly what. Are you sure this is a dream? What is your favorite true crime product? Oh, my favorite one is what's her name? Stephanie Sue. It's called Rotten Mango. She's my favorite. But I started off with a makeup artist, Monday Makeup, Murder Mystery Makeup Monday. There we go. I used to follow another YouTuber who did that, and then that's how I opened up in the true crime world. She was my first introduction, and then I got into big podcasts. But Rotten Mango is my favorite podcast. She releases like 2 podcasts a week. Really, really cool. You haven't played a detective game yet? I guess this true crime obsession is quite new. It only developed in the last like 6 months, 4 months, 5 months. So yeah, I haven't played any detective games. This is my first. I would say this is my first detective game, if it even is. Does it count that I watched Ophelia play Siberia? Does that count? Okay, in honor of another precise forensic observation, then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen Ruby.
That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Where is Ruby
I don't
now?
know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble
Yeah.
to hide something someone else did?
Why is Ruby
Look
covering up
into
for
this
everyone
later.
here? Very interesting indeed. Hi Otto, by the way. I don't know if I said hello to you. John Green's podcast where he learns about the universe. Oh, interesting. The only science podcast I've been watching is Star Talk, actually, by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Been watching a lot lately. Like I said, I used to not like it years ago because the mic quality was very poor and I didn't like it on my headset. But the mics have improved significantly. It's nice. They're very short. They're like 45 minutes long, so they're very short and bite-sized. Like 45 minutes is like the time it takes to do a bunch of chores in the house, so I kind of like that. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the
Gunshot
shot.
wasn't loud. Okay. Did you kill... That sounds like a sniper, guys, from very far away. Did you kill Lely?
What? Why would I put myself through this insanity? Get myself cornered like this? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere.
Yeah,
lying
Gaster's people
around,
have this crazy
close
idea
to
that you
her
killed him.
hand.
It's okay if you did in self-defense. He may have had a weapon nearby.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
I wonder why I said that. People claiming to be abducted by aliens. Oh. I mean, you could always ask. Ask if she killed him? He must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? I shouldn't phrase it like that.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
I'm not going to say that. He must have had... Because, like, she already said she didn't kill him twice. I guess this also counts as one, though it feels the focus isn't in detective work, but also main games and scene investigators are more close to our reality. Maybe I'm willing to try one. If you know of one, Tarek, I think Out of Order also mentioned something. If you guys know a good detective game, maybe something short to try and test the waters, let me know. I also have to try rogue games. You guys are trying to bully me into Hades and what's the other one? The sacrificial lamb one.
Like what?
Could the people after you have killed them?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
That's what I think it is too. That she was the target.
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia.
Damn.
What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Cult of the Lamb, that's the sacrificial lamb one. I've seen Heavy Rain. I've played through the sequel. I forget which one it is. Oh, are those detective games? I didn't know those were considered detective games. I've come to understand where this paranoia. What happened to me didn't have to do. What happened didn't have anything. It probably didn't. Either way, something to consider. But maybe it did.
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know.
It's weird she said... So at first she thought the target was her and the guy died. Well, actually she didn't say that, but she was kind of implying that. But now she's saying that's not the case. But I wonder why she says that.
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
She's very smart. So you would have us believe, but you're not. I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off.
Oh, she's talking about reporting
threw
it.
stones at him.
Happy we are. LA Noir. Okay. There's an interesting-looking detective coming out in a couple of weeks called Nobody Wants to Die. From the trailer, it looks pretty cool. Okay. Okay. I'll have a look at that. Dystopian sci-fi. That sounds really interesting. Dystopia and sci-fi? Is that like iRobot? Or not even iRobot. What's the first one called again? Caves of Steel? Is that the first one in the robotic series? Nobody Wants to Die. What date is it? Is that on our list? I want to remove the other one on our list. Dust, I think it's called, or Dusk, or whatever. Dustborn. I looked into it, and I don't want to play that on release.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him
17.
for 3
Okay,
days.
cool.
I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah, 17th is tough. Front page is the 18th. We're doing Deliver Us Marathon that day. I want to take the 17th off to recuperate and have a heart attack and panic. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Everything's going to be A-okay.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her
I'm
hands.
panicking. For Serp, if you panic, I'm going to panic. Nobody panic, okay? We can't panic. But Jesus, I saw like some of people going on the front page and The amount of chat, how chat got busy is so intimidating.
He's thinking,
It's not the views, it's
are
the
we done here?
busyness of
Or-
chat. Okay, drama, 42%. I need a good sacrificial lab rat. Which one is a good one? I need a good one. I think Targ's a good one. What do we think, guys? Should we sacrifice Targ? Otherwise, it's kind of too early for Targ to be sacrificed today. Yeah, no, Targ is too good. This isn't this important of a role, so I don't think we should waste Targ. I think we should, yeah. All sorted already for Zerp. Yeah. We should taste. I'm gonna test Bog out.
And they call it a mine.
Mine. 8-bits, welcome in. Long time no see. How are you getting on? Welcome in, welcome in. We're just about to sacrifice a lab rat. I think I'm gonna test out Bog. Oh, hear us, gods of the dice. We ask for your blessing to make our rolls nice. We offer a lab rat, oh gods of the dice. So please take Bog as our sacrifice.
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming.
Should have
with
expected
sordid
it.
details women usually conceal.
Should have expected it.
Most shocking details of the sexual kind.
Most of
We
my mods are
in
like awful.
Unbreached.
I think the only successful mod sacrifice has been Tarek consistently anyway. Tarek's our only good mod.
If you have doubts,
Damn it.
just give us one example of deceit. Just one, and we will gladly change our minds.
Alaska for 3 weeks. Let's go. Was it cold? How was the weather like in Alaska? Just a proposition. Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal?
Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your malcontent? Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. This is making you look like an
Don't
amateur.
stare at the lady's eyes.
It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to
Okay.
do it without pushing her further.
So I can
least
either level up violation or drama.
I was just thinking,
Okay.
what a nice day for
I need
questions.
Tarek now. Oh, hear
Pertaining
us,
to a
oh, hear
murder
us.
investigation.
Gods of the dice. We ask for your blessing to make our rolls nice. We offer a lab rat, O gods of the dice. So please take O Tarek as our sacrifice.
Who? What?
Every time.
Dear
Every
God, you've been
goddamn
lied to.
time.
She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all.
Told you,
She's
lads.
smoke and mirrors and willow wisps.
Useless Bog. Useless. I'm never sacrificing Bog or Nas ever again. Useless mods. Useless. Tarek, I appreciate your noble sacrifice. Farewell, my dear friend. Have a nice trip down to the lava pit.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest
Kim,
her
why have you
immediately
not arrested her
before
yet?
she
You know, I
further
think you didn't make
entangles
the
you
call
in
to the
her
station.
web of
Your real name
lies.
isn't classic. What if I told you you're under arrest? Huh?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly. There's a garret around her neck.
Okay, it's not.
Good, you can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied.
Oh, her voice acting is really good. Like, I feel for her, you know?
Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB.
That's true. Her job is to
I
lie.
have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Damn. Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you kept hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Anouk Mea Smith. That's a pretty name.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
Jesus. Where is this boy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast
West
there.
of the-
I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
West of the boardwalk in the reeds. We have to check this boy out. Accept the task.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here.
Should I
Past
ask
the
for her
broken
real
sewage
name?
pipe. Right near the waterline.
Reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Katarzyna. Oh, that's such a pretty name. Is that a real name? Like a popularized name somewhere? Katarzyna. That is such a pretty name. And call her Katya for short.
It's a Grad name.
Oh!
Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and
Grad
rock
is kind of like
music
Eastern
infused
European in this game.
alcoholism. It also makes Klasia almost an allacronym for Katarzyna Alazia.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname. Who gave you this nickname, Klasia?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago.
So was a teenage boy. Hold on, Katarzyna is not an Aranese name. It's not even Mundi. It's Grad.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasia is my father's name.
Wait, is that what I would say? My parents are immigrants, but I'm nationalized Irish? Is that what I would say about myself? It's a very weird way of saying it, but... What do you guys think? Is that politically and grammatically correct to say? That's what happened to me? If you want to. I mean, it is correct, technically. That can stand in snow for so long time without proper clothes and not say she's freezing. I'll keep calling you.
That's cool.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. She slowly lights another cigarette.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished.
Okay.
She slowly...
I did a successful roll, but I don't know how much of it was actually that useful. I think she means she was born in orange. Okay.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it.
Yeah, visual
Light
calculus.
from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Visual calculus medium 11. What happened here?
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
I can't see what position they're in.
A two-hearted spider.
What? What position
Like
are
the
they in?
witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has
I don't
just
see
been
anything.
fired.
Do you guys see anything? I don't see anything.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location
Oh,
A
look at that
prime.
calculus.
The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain.
Okay, so it
He
was a
never
headshot. You
will.
guys were right.
Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. There could have been Then the rain and slush and wind.
Yeah, this
washed
was
it
more than a
away.
week ago. Almost 2 weeks
This was
ago
more
now.
than a week ago.
There are worse ways to go. That is true. That is true. You should also try to break the door. Oh, yeah, you're right. The one beside.
72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol.
What's a sports
This is
pistol?
a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot.
Wait, they're saying that the shot came from the roof, as in, like, where the girl is smoking right now. Not even, like, another building roof.
The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium.
A well-lit
A
aquarium.
well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them
I don't
would
think
have
that's why
seen
he did
anything
it.
outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further
That's
away?
at 28%. Yes.
Okay.
In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance.
Sport is like a pistol
Nothing
designed for sport,
excludes
like
the
target
possibility.
contests.
Should we extrapolate to include
Just don't think I
every
know what a
possible
sport
point
pistol
of
even looks
origin
like
in
in my head.
Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective.
Damn.
There may be smaller points in between,
Oof.
but those are too fine to zoom in on. 700 meters
There's the
away.
map.
The
Okay.
likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided
nice
he
to have
had
the bullet.
a
If we
safe
knew
sniper's nest.
What the bullet is,
Even
we'd
with the
know
light
what
on
kind of
inside,
rifle
we're
it was,
talking military
or if it
training.
was a pistol.
At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say
1.2
3%.
kilometers.
A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of
That's
origin.
really far.
Beyond
1
the docks
kilometer?
somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be.
That's insane being able to
The
hit a shot
would have
1
been a
kilometer
small
away.
miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets
Hey, welcome in,
is
James.
questionable.
How far is that in freedom units? Did you discover the gunshot during the autopsy? I don't think so.
From where,
Didn't
precisely?
discover it, no. I discovered that there was like a rope thing. Like there was bruising, but I commented that the bruising was not evident enough, and I was already suspicious that it was a cover-up.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast.
Yeah.
Rule these spots out one by one.
One by
It would be
one.
the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version.
Fair enough. Let's go onto the roof. Can I break this down, actually?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Alright. Maybe there's something I can wear physically, actually, to increase my chance. Let's wear some clothes. See if we have physical clothes. Maybe the Oh, I was thinking the armor might be physical, but it doesn't look like it. Wait, is a physical instrument we need?
The same
Physical
small,
instrument, yeah. Okay, we have some clothes, chat. We have some clothes! That is good. Ooh. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Pain threshold? Nope. -2 physical instrument. We don't want that. Is there anything that's giving me minus physical instrument? Okay. Is there anything that will give me plus physical instrument if I equip it? Ooh.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found
Don't
himself
look
a
at me.
bottle
We're
of
taking drugs
alcohol.
for science.
Here's where the magic happens. Light reflects off the green glass of the
I was
Commodore
gonna do
red.
this without drugs
gods
and
have been
alcohol.
generous.
I've given up so
Better pop it
quickly. I'm
open
so
before they
sorry.
change their minds.
Oh, I'm so sorry, chat. I know you disappointed me. I know you guys are so disappointed in me. It's for science. It is. It is. If you look at my tags on Twitch, you can clearly see I'm a science streamer. Je suis science streamer.
Wow. The gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it. There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps out. The hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome
It's
back,
not a.
detective.
I don't know if that
You're
works out of
home
order.
now.
So I know that putting on clothes doesn't count. Okay.
Fine.
You've passed up your chance to start drinking alcohol for now. But don't worry.
Fuck.
The option to start drinking becomes available again
I
in
misclicked.
2
I
hours.
shouldn't have. Okay. So. Okay.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
It's fine. It's fine. Nobody panic. We got this. I think drugs were... That's what I was going to say. Sorry, I was going to say, because I know that putting on clothes and increasing your thing doesn't help. 17% chance. We already wasted Tarig, unfortunately. Do you think we have a good lab rat for this? What if we sacrifice 2 lab rats? Let's see if sacrificing 2 lab rats will work. What do we think? 2 lab rats? Oh, hear us, oh, hear us. Gods of the dice. We ask for your blessing to make our rolls nice. We offer 2 lab rats, oh gods of the dice. So please take Jenna and for Zerp as our sacrifice. I think that was a fail.
You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force.
All right. Let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Bye-bye, toes. I feel like that's not how you kick a door down. Now, personally, I don't have much experience with kicking doors down, so I can't judge, I guess. Substance... +1 motorics. Okay. I can't... Okay. I don't have the drugs yet. I'll come back here in 2 hours. Remind me that I can do this in 2 hours again, chat. Heel on the lock, not the hinges. Oh, good. Thanks for pointing that out. I usually headbutt the doors down. Okay. Inspect House's book. Okay. Oh yeah, let's talk to Titus about Ruby. Didn't you need to talk to
you again.
on it?
What is it?
I'm gonna talk about Ruby. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby! No! We just found out that someone fired the shot, Stevenson. Okay, I talked to Classy. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
It couldn't have been my gun that was used for it, right? Because I lost my gun a few days ago. Because she's your real leader.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
Look at Kim being reasonable. Kim being reasonable.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R
R&R.
here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
Oh, I can retry this. Okay, come on. 42%. I've sacrificed so many lab rats. Come on, baby girl. No lab rats will be sacrificed in this process. Just give me a good roll. Just give me a good roll.
Nothing is happening. The pieces are there. Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Still nothing. Right. Puzzleface shouldn't be the cool guy when he fails. I was supposed to be that. Shush. I'm just more level-headed than you. His wife left him. He needs to kill himself. Make her sorry.
What? I'm so unlucky with my rolls today.
No. He needs to say 500 layers and I can't remember the first line. Smart move. The components are access to the roof, weapon and motive. Here is what you can do to make it easier. Come on, guys. For starters,
I like
you
how
could find
all
out
parts
what's
of my brain are
behind
just
that
arguing
mystery
with each
door
other
in the
now.
kitchen. If
Does
it's a
anyone else have
secret
this in the
room,
brain?
she
That
could
your
have
own brain
used
is
that to
arguing
get
with
to the
itself?
roof. Can't get through the door? You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room.
Thorough
Maybe
search.
something's hidden. You could crack Classia's last defenses. Maybe she'll tell you something helpful. Say, 500 layers and I can't remember the first line. No, nothing good will come of it. He did the right thing not saying that the last time. Just do what the nice helpful guys said and don't do the bad things.
I've got a fur-person cage match going on in there.
It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should.
Okay, so I need a few checks. Logic, yeah. I failed a good bit of stuff there. But we can come back. There's options here. Wait, I'll try one more thing actually. I might go over here and see, because like, maybe this thing is time now.
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height
Hey,
window.
it's time
The hawthorn
now.
branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time.
I wonder why I
A
couldn't
tiny
look at this
special
earlier.
color in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it.
A bronze key.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find.
A key to the locked door to the kitchen.
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it.
Huh?
I need you guys to hand. Can you let me slide so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that.
The tattooed
I'm
man
comfortable
yawns.
here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Okay, just stomp on his head. So.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to
Oh,
you.
Theo gave me the key.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is
Workshop.
etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun.
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you, not to the own. Does anyone know why this has... Looks like the key in your hand. I wonder what doors it opens.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
It could open the door in the kitchen.
Yeah, the blue
The
door.
blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
Okay, we're going in, team. I finally found a key to the door. Let's go!
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It could be connected to the barred door.
Wait, good idea. Someone just said save? Save, Tofu?
You see, it could be. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Alrighty then. Oh. The pinball says Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. The pinball is white decora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. A note, NB, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner of the... Thank you. Ooh, I got $5! I got $5 whole dollars!
Over there, in the corner.
It's another pinball
Not
machine.
just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the
Moniz.
Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands
Kim,
on
are
it.
you seeing this?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
You played?
A little.
Let's take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a moustached man climbing
Am I
a hill,
really going to be
a column
playing
reads,
pinball in the middle of an
"Inspired by the
investigation?
legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain
What do
is
you
at
mean
the
from
top
the perspective
of
of
the playfield.
goats?
All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb.
What's
Indeed,
with all the goats?
think of them as balls.
And you guys make fun of me in physics for approximating a cow to a sphere. And yet, in this game, they're thinking goats are balls. So, you know, no shame. There's no shame. No need to make fun of us. All the same, after all. This game gets it.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting
Can't be all
his travels.
humanity.
A masked nationalist.
Don't the goats in Elden Ring roll around? That's true, they do.
An avid huntsman too.
There's
He
logic
was
to the
often
madness.
photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids.
Jesus.
Other people's kids too.
Other
But you
people's
seem to be
kids
having
too.
Your game is definitely
Who
improving.
does that?
The Jolly Goats
It's one
are
thing to
flying
hit
all
your own
over the
kids,
board.
but to hit
And
other people's
although a
kids?
few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One
Hi,
of them
Loki. Welcome
gets
in.
Through.
How you
Tiny
doing today?
hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. An ampoule?
An ampoule?
The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog.
Congratulations.
This is where the game
This is where
ends.
the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players.
Oh.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your
don't think that's meant
goats
to-
start slipping,
disappearing.
disappearing. This can be navigated. You're down to your last goat.
I only have one
going
more goat
mostly
left,
by
team.
sound. Eyes are useless at
No.
this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand.
Come on.
This
Reaction
could
speed.
go out if you can't
No!
beat it. The last goat plummets into the fog with
My
almost
goat!
suicidal glee.
No!
There goes nothing, finger boy.
Damn. We lost our goat team. Rip.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment, the lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably
Goatee
related to
wootee
messiness in the Delorean age.
Goatee
The
motee.
history themes are the worst.
Deora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era, on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite
Pearl-laden
nice,
women.
actually. The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
Back in the days of having Minesweeper, Solitaire, and Pinball on your Windows when you first fired it up. Okay, so this is the big question, guys. Which one were you? Were you a Minesweeper player, a Solitaire player, or a Pinball player?
He doesn't.
No.
This small elevator is dimly
Sweeper.
lit by a
Pinball
bulb that's
luxury.
been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Solitaire. All 3. I had all 3 as well, yeah. I loved playing Solitaire, but I couldn't play it well when I was a kid. I think it was hard when you had many, what's the word in English? Master? When you talk about suits. All of them, of course, because I'm a gamer. Yes. So I'm all 3 as well, so I'm a gamer too. Minesweeper was better. Minesweeper took me forever to figure out how to even play it. It took me years to learn how to play it.
Smells of nougat and
I
sweat.
didn't know the rules because
Your
I was a
head
kid, like I
brushes
was 5
up
years old.
against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
That it does. I say, let's
brave it. This elevator was last maintained in the future?
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital.
Maximum 5. Let's go.
It
Oh, I
appears
need a
his whole
holiday anyway.
enthusiasm is sarcastic. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That 3rd one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
Oh. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line on shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futuristic theme. Oh, cool. Nice. Is that a baby's cot? I think that's a cot. A pinball machine. Okay, so now I know I'm not ready for motherhood. I know I'm not ready for motherhood when I think a pinball machine is a... Yeah.
So this is where they
Don't
brought
give me a
40
child.
pinball machines to fix them up.
Woo!
A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up fixing on these pinball machines at some point.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22
mini
used to be a
humans.
pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the artists bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? that
Oh,
means...
Whirling and Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all that's left over from that.
Yes, as the novelty dice
Yeah,
makers
the
say.
dice maker.
This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
Same, Kim.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the
Looks like
connection.
they gave up fixing the pinballs. This could this mean the Whirling and Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager
That's true. He's not going to be
like
happy
it.
about that.
We should tell him what we found up here. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
True.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
Oh, there's footsteps.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here,
Are new.
are new.
Kim is waifu. Kim is so cute. Can we have our own pet Kim somewhere? Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer, this isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads.
Thank you.
Commendable work bringing us to this place.
He complimented me. Shucks. Aw, Kim. He's such a cutie patootie.
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof.
Oh, we
The
know
roof
it leads to the
from
roof?
where you can shoot our victim.
Oh, shit.
This prince, officer, could be the prince of our killer.
Killer.
And if not, at least there are good argument for this Ruby doing it, to present to Titus.
Nice.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Soul could be bigger than Vamp.
Bigger
the
than
souls
Vamp?
have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
Everybody needs a Kim in their life. True.
One
Oh,
person
no,
has
good
been
people
here.
only.
They've
Bad
gone
evil
back
people
and
don't
forth.
deserve a Kim.
The tips point both ways. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand soul with
Custom
logos
made
on
or
it.
old
It's
fashioned.
shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately,
That's the worst, right?
the worst, most vague shoe size there
The print
is.
looks like one person went back and forth. This print doesn't look like an also print from the hanging, Kim.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same
Oh.
person. I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't
Vamp
an
is the
argument
front
against her.
half of the
People
shoe.
change shoes,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
But
I
it's
didn't know
not an
that.
argument for her either.
These prints look like the one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
The elevator and the roof. This doesn't look like the workers' boots from the hanging, does
No.
it?
These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything
I love a
around
good
you
boot.
is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Lads, there are many things that will get me excited in this world. And one of those many things is a good boot.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens.
Perfect emotion.
Bottles lie
Banquet.
around everywhere.
I think I can see the Intukasi's bedroom from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
What were those people doing in there?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're
Wait.
doing something quite unnatural there. This is the barred door you tried to kick in before. The door shudders a bit, as though it were laughing at you.
All right, we don't need to kick down the door now. Okay, let's go. We figured it out, team. Maybe I can talk to her again, actually, with what we've discovered. Is my color fixed now, by the way? Nope. Yeah, you're orange, Kip. You're back to being orange. Let's go. Welcome back.
Officer, it's a fine...
Okay, never mind. Yay! Let's go, Kip. Welcome back to being orange. Back to your OG color. No, wait. No, wait, what? What's wrong? I still see myself as purple. Refresh the page, maybe? I'm gonna talk to the housekeeper guy, tell him about the fact that his fortunes are about to be destroyed and ruined and he's not gonna be very happy. But I'm gonna go downstairs and pee. Sickness. And make myself... I was gonna start the little beatboxing rap part of it, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. Are you moving for... No, not that far away. No, 5 minutes away. Yeah. So,
hey,
but maybe there's some filtration systems
needed?
in place. Thank you all of you for the hype train. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the stream and feeding your local tofus. Appreciate you financing your local tofus.
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting mine? Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here.
Aren't you going to ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines, a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too.
Voltrazzi, did you just give 1,000 bits? Or did you try to get it through before the hype train was over? Or was that purposely after? Holy smokes, thank you so much. Holy smokes. For Zerp and Voltrazzi giving 1,000 bits. You guys are crazy. I didn't want to extend the train. You bow to no man. Voltrazzi, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You're so kind. You guys are crazy. So much support in the chat today.
I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Really appreciate it. 07.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business related.
Bits don't blow up the bot, do they? Or do they? They should, yeah.
Make of one.
The bot should be working. Did the bot not charge up? That's weird. The bot should have charged up for sure. No idea. Maybe we missed it. I wasn't watching. Oh, okay. If you're thinking of selling those pinball machines, I want a fat cut. C-suit shit. Beat your chest. I'm a disruptor.
Those machines are whirling property. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm not planning to sell them. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making.
Do you guys
good
ever
sense
sing
to
in
him right
karaoke's? Is that a thing you would actually do? I would never do that.
Sounds like he cares about the place.
I'm too terrified.
He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that.
I
it's
sing in
part
front of
the
you guys
doomed
occasionally,
commercial
but not
area.
like an actual song. Done it once. It was fun. I would, yes, given enough alcohol. Yeah, Naz, that doesn't count. You can sing.
He should still know.
Y'all can sing.
You have to be
Well,
forewarned.
I don't know
about
if all
these
of you can,
things.
but I have to warn you. I may have discovered the whirling, that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed
Oh,
commercial
he
area
knows about it.
and its address.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
He's really defending himself.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area?
I would, but no
This
one wants to come.
Pre-revolutionary
And I'm
tower,
not doing it alone.
these high ceilings, the nice rooms. Well, most of the rooms.
Oh, do you mean like a karaoke bar? That kind of thing? They rent out karaoke booths in Indonesia by the... Yeah, so I know in Korea it's a really popular thing as well, karaoke bars. But also there's like some bad connotation with that as well. Hey, Tofu. Hey, Jesters, how you doing?
For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here.
That's a
I've
long
kept
time.
this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost.
You must really care about this place since you worked here for so long.
It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Ah, so he admits it.
Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion.
Nice. The bar days are gone. There's a bad connotation. What's that? So there is some sex work revolved around karaoke bars, and a lot of crimes are linked and associated with a lot of karaoke bars. Just for example, one of the most recent ones. I don't know if you guys know about, for example, the famous Korean actor who was in the movie Parasite. He recently committed suicide, and it is a whole big conspiracy about that, but it all links back to like karaoke bars and stuff that happened behind closed doors and things like that. So there's a lot of true crime that goes on behind it. Yeah. So I'm not flagging all of them, by the way, this way. There is like a genuine like it's a very classical thing for students to do, to go out in a karaoke bar and have fun. But there is also some karaoke bars, you need to know the location and you need to know what kind of stuff goes on behind closed doors kind of thing. And I mean, it's the same thing as saying I got drugged in a bar, you know? I got, what's the word? What is it called? Roofied, yeah. You know, people will say, oh, I got roofied in a bar. You can't just plaster that every nightclub and bar is the same. Spiked, that's the word I was thinking, yeah. Spiking does tend to happen in bars and nightclubs, but it's not that every bar and nightclub does that. I'm looking forward to the karaoke at TofuCon. Oh, Jesus Christ. That would be a fun thing to do, though. I wouldn't mind singing badly in front of you guys. I do it all the time live on Twitch. That still only counts as one. Samantha, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Money laundering?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
This is not legal advice. Oh no, not another work call. We could go to... Oh, hi, Tetsu. Sorry, you wrote something earlier. I missed something there. Welcome in, Tetsu. What we could do instead of TwitchCon, we could do CCCCon. That might be fun. Might be safer as well for people to come in groups as well if there's like any, you know, awkwardness or anything like that for a lot of people meeting first time. But CCCon sounds fun. CCCCon, there's another C in there, I forgot.
Hail, Holy Queen.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
Good peak. Well, good luck to you in this place then. Too bad, it's all doomed. Doomed, I tell you! Precious. Samantha, thank you so much for your prime. You just gave a follow and a prime, all in the span of 1 minute. Holy smokes. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I propose London or Belfast for completely unselfish reasons. I think London or England would be the highest probability, right? Because, who is it? Cora and, my brain. Lana would be really close, right? Thank you, Jamantha. Really appreciate that. C to the power 4, C4. Oh. TwitchCon is good, yeah. TwitchCon would be really good. London ain't cheap. Oh, it's okay. Jimmy lives in England. We can all just crash at Jimmy's, right, Jimmy? How many people can you fit in your apartment if you spread, like, beds all over the floor? If we maximize every point in space of your apartment, Jimmy, how many people can you fit in?
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment,
I don't know if I should tell him about the peephole and...
What wall? I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying.
What if Garth is the evil guy? What if he's a murderer?
Drained from his face.
Oh, was it, Agatha? Why, thank you. Are you sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Well, he's definitely not lying. He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
That was very... Whew.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Thank you, Kim.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment?
I hope not.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do.
Transport phenomena midterm
we
tomorrow.
had one good guest
What
in
do you
the
mean?
building.
Transport phenomena. Midterm. What is it? It is summer. Is it a college or what is it? Is it like summer school? It's on normal semester. Yeah, I bet you didn't want to be here. Well, anyway, mystery solved. I don't like loose ends.
Yeah, neither do I. Thank you for telling me, I guess.
Sounds like she has money tucked away somewhere. Enough to be a stable paying guest.
Yes?
Alright, we did a team. I think I can talk to this guy really quickly.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh! Oh! Okay, I can't fail this, surely.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
So that's what you were squinting at. You were trying to come up with a theory, weren't you? That she did it.
Yeah, he was
You
coming
noticed
to
me
get a
squinting
shit
my eyes earlier.
so he could put her away. It's RCM 101.
Well, let old Titus set your mind at ease then.
She
didn't do it. She was here all night.
Well, the way your one from upstairs described it was that she ran in a panic downstairs and Ruby was the first person she saw. Unless Ruby legged it, I don't know. Lurk away for Zerp, thanks a million. Take it from me, 92% is not guaranteed.
Sunday night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet?
That's a lie.
That's a lie. You know that's not the case.
All right, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a busy girl. Always has been.
This complex operation is probably something illegal.
Time for some cross-witness interrogations. According to XCOM, 95% is almost guaranteed fail.
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot the merc.
Wait, how does he know it was from the roof? Did I imply it earlier?
It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means
He
he suspected her too.
Ooh.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast.
Oh, he
but
thought
like
about
I
that.
said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper.
It was
It was close up.
There's a 72% chance that the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Yes, I have the ballistics lab in current to consult in cases like this.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, all the labs in the world don't put her on that
A
roof.
skilled Sambo
How'd she
artist
get
could have
there?
climbed the outer wall like a
Climb.
spider. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
He looks sincerely curious. To what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
There was an elevator.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Oh, good one, Kim. From there, a door leads straight. I'm trying to make us look cool. It was a good one by Kim, but I'm trying to look cool.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial
Yeah,
lift.
maybe you shouldn't
How
put
about
Angus.
I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up?
Have you noticed
Or
the
is
winch out
that
back, the
it?
outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
Yeah, I go to unit. Transfer momentum occurs the transfer of heat, momentum, and mass at the boundary layer. Oh, interesting. It's interesting. Whoa! Sorry. It's interesting to cover it as one whole topic like that. Sorry if my mic was really hard there. Apologies. There was something. I hit my mic and I got startled. It's interesting kind of specific area to cover like that in one go.
That's one mystery.
Well, hopefully your
down
midterm goes well.
there. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it? Right. What the fuck does that got to do?
Nothing. I just thought we could bring some down.
Wow, man, can we?
That'd be awesome. I beat that.
The Hardy
Rollers
boys
machine
are on my
20
side
times
now. Let's go. Hi, Lucky. Welcome in. How you doing?
All right, all right. We can get the barman to bring them down.
I also found footsteps
What else?
upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
He looks tough, but there is a nervous twitch in his dark green eye. This is all too close to home for him. The tracks were recent, but not worn down in the right foot like Ruby's.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints
My guard do
myself
it.
before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening. I don't like guessing, Cole.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you. All the time.
Oh, I didn't even realize what Kim was implying there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know
Play
it.
a psycho tragedy game.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Well, that's definitely not me. What you're talking about? you had me a teenager already. Definitely not me. We are a confirmed old lady streamer.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it,
Maybe keep it to yourself.
keep it to yourself. But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72%
Was a morning compliment.
chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that.
Well, thank you for
And
attempting to compliment me. I
20%
appreciate
is
it.
no small chance either.
But unfortunately, it's been embedded in me, Lucky, that I'm an old lady streamer. It is a running meme that has been drilled So I can never get a nice thought in my head. Fix your posture! No! I don't want to! Okay, Mom. Okay! Shout out to everyone else to also fix their postures.
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
Show them the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just lying around in Martinez.
That looks antique. A Bell McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
Oh, lady. Hag streamers? What? That doesn't sound very nice. What do you mean there's a new meta called hag streamers?
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
You lost your gun?
Oh, did they not know that?
What an idiot!
I'm pretty sure they already know. I feel like I told almost
Did
everyone.
you lose it before the murder?
No.
Of course not. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it.
Wait,
You'll
did
get
I
a
lose
heart
it before
attack.
the murder? Did I?
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun.
Thank
move
you.
on.
Thank you for
I don't
covering
know,
for me.
Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Hey, lost gun right here. Lost and found.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
What? I have no idea what's going on with this hag talk in the chat. Don't like where it's going. Unless there's a joke that I'm not getting. Why would you be here before the murder? Oh, that's true. I was here for 3 days or something before
Phase
Kim
3.
showed up and I was pissed drunk the
Motive.
whole time.
The last component.
It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself,
Think
Titus.
about it. Why go through all
Yeah,
that
Kim
effort?
is right. Why is she going through
It
all
was
this
her
effort?
idea, wasn't it?
Maybe
The
she's really
hanging.
close friends
You went
with
along,
the lady
but she
upstairs.
suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there.
Wait,
I could have
downstairs?
come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration. He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Okay,
Which is why
I've
she
shaken up
didn't.
the Hardy Boys.
She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her?
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
So she has skipped town.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she's skipped town. This is good.
She says she's in her hag phase now because she's over 30. It's meant to be in a good fun. Oh, okay. I didn't know any of that. Again, this is why I asked for context, because I have no idea what's going on and I didn't know anything about this hag phase that's happening. So over 30 is hag phase. And people are owning that on Twitch. The Hardy Code, they're more like guidelines anyway.
There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, cop, you put your head in your ass.
Over 30 is bad back phase. Oh, I've hit that early. I've hit bad back phase before 30. It's all downhill from here, lads. Doesn't get much better.
Man, now he's just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks.
Okay. We ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember, all we need to do is rule Ruby out too. That's all this is.
Kim is very good.
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned.
You had expressed, on occasion, your dislike of the mercenaries'
Mercenaries, yeah.
presence in Martinez, right?
Whack someone in my district? That doesn't carry much favor with Titus Hardy.
What's the
She
call when you're 26 and your
has
knee
to
is
know
like a
that.
Skyrim guard? My knees have gotten a lot better actually ever since I started working out. Gym has really helped out my knees, which I'm really glad. Because my knees were, whew,
Silence.
I was going to
He
need
looks
replacement
around the
soon.
room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left.
Got real scared too.
Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you.
15 stream streak,
Maybe she
let's
was
go!
wrong.
Holy
By now,
smokes, Lady
I
Spookins.
probably
That's a
would.
lot. Welcome in, welcome in.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though.
I have 2 skill points now,
She
I
made
think.
sure of
I don't need to break down the door upstairs anymore, and I managed to do this one here. So I think I have everything I need leveled up. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town.
Oh,
Then she
shit, and I
came
was
in
pissed
to
drunk,
see me.
and I did bad stuff.
Told me she was leaving.
Whoops.
That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared
I
of?
told you. You.
Me as in RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of human experiment. I'm sorry. God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I've no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop.
Sure. Normal. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Does Ruby know me? Do I know Ruby?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
And then when they're all empty, just move on onto the next can. Don't
Damn.
look back unless there was something you missed.
You don't even know yourself.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus. This called Pete.
She was too scared.
But she was too scared.
What is it about me?
Everard has a file on you, but that's bogus. What she knows comes from somewhere else, from Jamrock.
Do you have any
It must
clues on
be
where Ruby
real
went?
She's not far. We know that much.
She didn't take
She
her
didn't
lorry.
take her.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand.
You'll never find
You'll
her.
never find her.
Hey, Dorzan, welcome in. 5 stream streak, let's go. Look at all the streakers coming into the chat. Tarashok, welcome in. How you guys getting on?
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for
A
her?
little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast. Past the waterlock.
Not there.
She's not here. So, I'm thinking...
Close on, please,
she's there.
streakers. Not terrible for a Monday. Oh yeah, I forgot it's Monday.
Who's
Monday,
doing this
Monday,
looking?
Monday.
They're all here.
Lizzie needed some air.
Oh.
You're a smart cop, but you're a stupid person. No one goes to tell Everard anything. If he has to know, he has to know fast.
So
It's
she's
called
looking.
a radio, you believe.
Damn.
The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Sure, there are some shithouses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash.
Oh, I know where that
To
is.
step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring. Like
I'm
holding
friends
a
with
piece
Titus
of
Hardy.
unpolished
Let's go.
granite.
Oh, I see we completed the horror stream challenge. We did. Just at the beginning of the stream. We had completed the horror challenge, and I have said that we will stream the horror stream next week Saturday. Next week Saturday. It'll be my last stream for a while, for a couple of days, because I'll be putting my head down to prepare for the interview. So it's a good thing. I'll play the horror stream, scared the living Jesus out of me. So I'm nervous as hell for the interview, and I'll come back rejuvenated, like a phoenix rising again.
You know, I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but...
No, we're good.
Why not? You could turn the thing into an actual police force. Afraid you would actually
Oh,
have
goody,
to
a
follow
horror
the law.
stream. I'm at a stag that day. Jesus, Noz. You've been to so many weddings and stags this year. Holy smokes.
Rich boy law is a sham. It only works for the wild.
I guess you hit that
kinds,
age,
lady.
huh?
So keep your lab and watch your ass out.
Also, you have friends, so
The coast
that
is
helps.
a dangerous place for lawmen.
Having friends.
Especially Mr. Can Opener here.
Oh, goody, a horror stream. I'm sure you're super excited, Jimmy. Last one of the year, thankfully. Oh, wow. I suppose they're all kind of jam-packed in summer. So we have loads of quests. We're looking for Ruby. We're going to check some of the stuff out. And then we have a buoy. I also want to actually call Sylvie and check the number plate thing is again. Just to see if anything happens.
Inside,
Next week
you see a
Saturday.
set of
So not
steering
this week
levers,
Saturday,
a
Loki.
radio
Next week
microphone,
Saturday.
A pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater
What's
gauge.
the estimated beat time or to play time of Still Wakes the Deep? Roughly how many hours? Is it like 6 hours gameplay?
This is Precinct 57. Just a second. Sylvie Malay. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? No? Not me. Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Yes. I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
Yes.
The lieutenant leans in to...
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R.
4 to 6 hours.
Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09.
If it's like, we'll do to the maximum hours of 6 hours. It'd be nice to kind of stream it into the late evening. So we could start the stream, let's say, at 4 p.m. Stream until 10 p.m.-ish. That sounds like a nice thing to do. I say nice thing. To make sure that it's dark and scary.
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations.
Okay,
Or
wait,
him
he was
even
found...
entering Revachol.
He was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
They were going to kill the baby! In a leaf compactor!
It is. Thank you, Alice.
That child was going to be crushed to death.
None, officer.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great.
No problem, Lieutenant.
A compliment from Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not bad.
Not bad.
A name. This is very
Another
good.
level up. Wow.
Elise Cortenard.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set.
We got loads of info there. We've 3 levels up as well. So if we have a role that we really need, we could do a lot with the role, you know? Oh, who's this old man?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Rene?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it, but he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt.
Oh no, Rene died! Old people die, you better get ready to... What? What is this dialogue option?
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old
days.
Viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to. We've hated each other our entire lives. Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did.
Aww.
You know what his last words to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that. Let me see. This was 60 years ago.
Oh, that was
We
the
all went to that
photo!
parade.
I didn't
You
realize that
looked
photo I
so
picked up
happy,
ages
and
ago.
Jenny. I'm sorry, officer. I
Oh.
just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo. Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years...
Imagine knowing
then
someone
one
for
day, they're just
79 years.
gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
And he gave me his sandwich. Well, it wasn't Rene, but that guy gave me his sandwich and everything. It's so sad. I didn't ask him how he died. I don't know. It kind of didn't feel right. Imagine that after 79 years. You'd be pretty bored of that person. Yeah, if you want to have someone to be part of your life that long, I think it's really important to be happy together in silence. Or happy together doing your own thing, if that makes sense. I'm quite a loner myself. I like my alone time, and I like being alone. So if I were to be with someone like that, we'd have to both be ready and okay to be alone, if that makes sense. Have a nice nap, Tetsu. Take care of yourself. Hopefully your night shift isn't too crazy.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning.
Okay, never mind. Wait! There's a boat! Huh?
I'll just keep the Cordeleche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Something about the way she says it makes you want to sing.
Jetty, 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 jetty,
Oh, jetty, oh, jetty. It's good to see you here, detectives. I only just arrived myself.
How come she moved down here?
What brings you here?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Spying has such a negative connotation.
Jetty. He choked on a
I
sandwich.
did track your progress along the coast,
Aw,
however,
should've
and
taken his
decided
then.
I would be better able to assist you from here.
I haven't had a sandwich in ages. I don't know why I just thought about it, but I don't really make sandwiches because it's really hard to make food for yourself, and I cannot condone buying bread because otherwise I'd have to eat a sandwich for lunch and dinner for a whole week. It's tough to do it by yourself in life. Do you know what I mean? If you're cooking food just for yourself.
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordelate she read.
Bake your own bread.
Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
What a sad sandwichless life you lead. I mean, it's tough. You can always buy... yeah, the half-loaf is still a lot. Like, I would have to eat a lot of sandwiches. Hopefully, Wombat Hole. At the moment, we have a tiny fridge, you know, with the one with the freezer. And we only have room for ice and ice cream. And I'm so sorry, but ice cream has top priority over bread. Ice cream, bread.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism?
No need. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze around the village, slush melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left half finished 10 years ago. I probably shouldn't ask, but I will anyway. Oh yeah, where the experimenters were thought to be spies. Oh no, I don't know about that. So I know the gravitational lensing, but I didn't know about the whole spy thing and that thing. No, that's the first time I've heard of it. I usually buy wraps rather than loaves of bread. 5 wraps is a lot easier to consume. Yes, that's true. I haven't had wraps in ages. I might do that. Oh, okay. I know I haven't heard about that thing suck at all. I know about gravitational lensing. I know about the experimentation, but I didn't know there was a conspiracy theory behind it.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Oh,
I'm
yeah, that's
surprised
me.
that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to
Should we tell her that
Martinez.
that's my car?
Brown grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
When are the science streams? So I actually start my streams with science streams, Samantha, every day. So I start at 12 p.m. my time, which was 4.5 hours ago. And I do about 2 hours. I pick a topic and I teach it. But also, sometimes I do special events. This week there's no special event.
Fortunately for you,
I do
Madame,
a podcast as well
the
called Total
RCM
Tech
is on
Talk,
the scene.
where I invite STEM streamers with Twitch streamers with STEM backgrounds.
All right.
We have some cool, exciting
Politics
guests coming up
time.
at the end of July and
Let's
August.
react. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
You're in no danger. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. They're not scared. This is just how the real city looks. Hi, Fizz. Welcome in.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd
This is a
never...
special event. She leans against the railing, looks up at the grey
Do you
sky.
know how they
Grey
discovered
sky.
this place?
The fishing village?
No, the Insulindian Isola.
Thank you, Medjay. But yeah, my PhD is in electric grid, wind turbines, batteries. My master's is in electrodeposition, microscopy. I'm trying to, what's the general term for sputter evaporators and all of that? Semiconductor research, I'll say. Semiconductor research is what my master's is about.
I'm guessing you don't know then. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of
That
poverty.
still only counts as one. Customer service, thanks a million for the follow. Appreciate it. Is that where electrons need to take a stand and you question them? No. Close enough, though. Close enough. I have a case of the Mondays, but I could be worse. 9 months subbed! 9-month badge, let's go! But you have almost 1 year. You're approaching the 1 year mark, Fizz.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day.
We have some time.
For now.
Tell me now.
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious
Yeah,
optimism.
we literally
I would
have
not
a
want
culprit.
to delay you.
Guys, we should probably go.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with.
That's all. Thanks. I love how I'm like, oh, tell me the story of how Revachol was discovered. Or founded. Oh. Damn. I had a bubble over my head and it just disappeared.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind. But you seem to have forgotten.
This is my little cinder block town.
I forgot that she was blind.
I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive.
She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you?
That still only counts as
I
one.
know how this
Thanks
world
for the
works.
follow, Yokchan.
And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
Hey, Stuxy, welcome in. How you guys doing? Lots of hot people coming in. They come in clusters. You know something? We're here to help. This is like when the man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna talk to these guys first. See if there's anything.
Hey, tequila!
Yeah, so I got a bunch of founder badges because I became a Twitch partner. Is that automatically assigned? Yeah. So if you were one of the first 30 subscribers, 25 subscribers on my channel, you get the sub badge automatically.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah. Tequila Sunset.
Ooh.
How are the
That's the only way I'll drink tequila if it's a tequila sunset.
reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality, it makes me progressively sad.
That's...
I misclicked!
I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5. Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades.
Please don't go.
Hey, Blade.
Don't go.
Tequila is a great song to sing to karaoke. Hardcore.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity,
with
and
USS
willpower.
Enterprise?
But that didn't work out. So now it's a
the
pirate's
pirate
life
life
for
for
me.
yo ho, a pirate life for me.
It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
I'm Tequila Sunset.
We've met before. Don't you
I remember,
No,
yeah.
you sure don't.
Wait, I do remember.
Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me the story.
Let me take a
Didn't I talk
sip
to these guys
moisten
before?
up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
The mystery.
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm.
Oh,
and
yeah.
by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get pissed drunk. Word on the street
What if I was
is you went
drugged,
around
guys,
the local hospital
and, like, they
telling
purposely
people that
removed
you're
my
a
memory?
police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Drinking 24/7 sounds fun.
One moment we hear the
Wiggle,
sound
wiggle.
of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Bang.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard.
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening
Oh,
towards the
right.
place at
It's
top
me
speed.
crashing.
Sounded like
He's just
someone
talking about me
jumped
crashing in the
canal.
canal.
We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty.
Brewskis.
Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic.
I did it for like a week when I was 18. Now I can't drink 2 days in a row. Hi, Bat Steph. Welcome in.
What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time has come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Say nothing. It's more dignified that way.
After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
The muscles in your right leg tense up. Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. Like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying.
Oh, no.
You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party
Oh,
with
so I
us,
partied here
which
the
you
first
naturally
night. I was
agreed
pissed.
to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset.
Just embrace it, brother.
Embrace it, brother.
I am now called Tequila Sunset, and I shall embrace it.
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon.
Oh, Jesus.
Then, at
I
some
remember those in
point,
college.
I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
Revacholian women, you say?
How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept
I'm
saying
infatuated
you got
with the
fucked real
Ravacholian
hard,
women.
and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
All right, Rosemary.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Fair enough. Did I mention losing anything else,
Beside
like my
your
head?
gun and your badge?
Okay.
You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details
Ravioli
are a
women?
little
Ooh,
hazy.
I like ravioli.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping
your style.
No specifics, though. It was, yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Oh, solo.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Hey, don't say that, Kim.
Yeah, you
Don't
said
say
that
that.
it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you.
The market?
This was before you started talking about how the Pinkies were always trying to fuck you.
Who are the Pinkies?
You
Pinkertons?
kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid." It's a hard
That's something
thing
I've done
for
a
a
lot.
man to confront his past. That's why
You
I
seem
avoid
like you're
mine
characterized
at
by
all
your
costs.
storytelling bit. You want me to tell me another one another time?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum. It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling that this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation
I blame the
requires a
invisible
rather
hand.
modest
Pinkies are laboratory mice. This is the
a
brain.
little
Brain.
motivational
Brain. I told you guys, I already know I'm going to get 2 bunnies. And one is going to be called Pinky in the Brain. Sorry, one of them is going to be called Pinky. The other one's going to be called Brain.
Booze. Did you already forget our party? So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call them a god.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened
Mickey.
to you. Something happened
It's a
to
bad
me,
day, Meche.
too.
It's a bad day.
My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm.
Yes, I just met him.
But the burden
I talked
of
to the gang
leadership
before,
weighed
but I don't think I
heavily on
talked to
me.
Doom Spiral
So I
specifically,
went
which is why I
jogging
never
every
had this
so
dialogue
often to
before.
keep myself sane.
That's right. Getting a good run-in is important to maintaining your physical and mental health.
Remember that. Good for physical and mental health chat.
Speaking of, when's the last time you did your lips, pork chop?
When we were looking at the locusts, we were jogging.
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit,
Kim kept complaining
I felt
about the
like
jogging.
I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see?
At least that was the plan.
At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
Okay, I'm not going to ask that. That sounds creepy.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did.
There was no climbing
There was
down.
no climbing down because I slipped and landed. Reality was looking rather grim just then.
Hi,
Me
Brute Force.
lying
Welcome
on
in.
my
How you
ass
doing?
In a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower, So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
What's going on?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers.
The story is very, very
It was
long.
late,
Am I
and most
trapped
of them didn't even
in a
answer.
long conversation?
Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of
ad
ad
men,
men.
you see, one moment someone chats you up,
One
5
moment
minutes
someone
later,
chats
someone
you up.
understands
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years.
What?
And my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company...
No way!
So,
this
now
is
you've
not
heard
how
my
his
tragic
life
tale.
spiraled.
What do you think? Like
Wait,
nothing
is
you've
that
ever
it?
heard,
I felt
huh?
like there was some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. This would explain a lot. I always
What the
believed it
hell?
wasn't
So
my
just
fault
because
that I
he
ended
lost
up
a series of
homeless on the
keys,
beach with
he
these
became
2
homeless,
bums.
lost his girlfriend, and his whole life was just ruined, and he's... What?
God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew
This is
the
wild.
answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this
Wondering what apartment he lived
formerly
in. Was it
premium,
here in
but now
Revachol?
I used to own my reality situation. Now I can't hang on to anything.
A lost jacket?
Oh!
Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
Tequila, it's a verifiable
I have a lost
tragedy.
jacket, guys.
It was practically brand new. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe... Nah, this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style. No fucking way.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket
Oh!
you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket. Someday.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Okay, let's step aside for a second.
Oh?
I have something I want to talk about.
Oh? Kim wants to talk to me.
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
What do you mean?
It's just, well, you look more like a high-flying businessman than a police officer.
That's right. You're an
What's wrong with my
entrepreneur of the
style?
Here
Guys,
to
I look
disrupt
fine.
legacy law enforcement with buzzwords and privatizations.
Right? I look good, don't I? Don't I look like a police officer? I think I look like a police officer.
There's nothing wrong with it, per se. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit, in the right situation.
Kim, I
can
didn't
make
think
all
you
the
would
difference in the
take
world.
that kind of stuff seriously.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case.
There was no need for that negative commentary. Well, it wasn't that negative, but negative enough. Okay, let me talk to the other guys.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy.
He's too drunk. Have you seen any women around here lately?
Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Don't spin at me.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
Okay. Alright, well that clears everything up.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes. Pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss.
He doesn't have any dialogue to ask about seeing a woman here. Maybe I'll ask the kids if they saw a lady. Although the kids don't really talk to me.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicked.
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Oh, my brain. My brain is so funny. We have to do it then. Dun 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 dun.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite
Maybe we'll
level
find something
with
here.
the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
A secret
catches
storage
your eye.
space?
Looks like more reeds. There
Where's
might
the
be something
scarecrow?
hidden inside the sand.
Maybe Kuno can be. Oh, Jesus, imagine.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped
in paper. What is
a
it?
small cylindrical object. You pull it out.
A bullet!
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example. The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does.
Call it a
You have
mine.
enough to confront her with.
A mine!
Spooky, thank you so much for the resub. You just resubbed in a moment of like, we just found the bullet that maybe is a murder, but that's weird. Shouldn't it be a bullet casing? I don't know. I'm not sure. Spooky, thank you so much for the resub. 8 months. And tier 3. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for your support. How are you getting on? Kuno can rough them up while we interrogate them. WTF? Why? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why WTF?
It's extra ammunition. She's
Oh.
locked and loaded, ready to fight some
It's just extra ammunition. It's not a used one. That's what I suspected anyway.
On the table,
Hi, Lemon,
you see
welcome
a
in.
bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. The water reflects
No,
back a
shaving was
vague
not the right
image
call.
of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe.
Damn, Lurk fail there. Oh, you didn't mean to press the resub. If you want to go back to Lurk, no worries. I won't talk to you anymore, but I really appreciate the resub.
An old
Thank you.
mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not
Damn.
happening. It won't.
Damn it! I keep failing it over and over again. Over and over again. Run away. Do, do. Oh wait, let me talk to the washerwoman about the bullet I found. Lady, I found a bullet!
The policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. Damn that girl.
And without
There we go.
a long and harsh
Finally
life
found
has
out.
taught her
She's been
not to
covering up for the girl.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl.
Okay, she's confessing, lads. Let's go.
Your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Spooky, thank you so much for the resub earlier. And their 3-stream streak, let's go! Top tier streaker right there.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry.
That's the
What
day
has
I
she
woke
gotten
up.
herself into? That girl.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability.
We have
I'm
a
sure
few.
we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
That was around the time I woke up and the game started.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt
Ah,
engine.
yes.
It lets the
His
bad
voice
guys know when
was
you are
prideful. No worries, lurk away. Or unlurk? Or unluck? Oh, wait, welcome back. Never mind. Welcome back, Berserk. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation.
No.
So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
Is equal to 170 HP. Horsepower. Why is he so proud of that? Is 175 horsepower not good? I'm not very well known about cars. Or I'm not.
She
I don't
tried
know
not to
a
let
lot
it
about
show.
cars.
But I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines. But this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent.
And she
doesn't
did
go
leave it because
around
it was wrapped
toting
in
it
paper.
well.
It wasn't just, you know, dropped accidentally or snuck in.
I don't know.
Sounds like she
Further up
planted
the
that
coast,
bullet for some reason.
She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing
Old
in
Civic
those
is
heavy
150.
boots,
Okay.
heading up north.
It's a peninsula.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Are you sure you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire
She's
going
protecting
in the
Ruby as best as
heater?
possible.
The
But why
felled
reveal everything to
electric
me?
mural. You feel like you should go look at it again.
Felled electric
Step
mural?
closer this time.
What more do you want to know? Yes, let's hear those other questions. One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I don't know if she's that much of a good girl, but, you know. We all have illusions about the people around us, isn't that right, lads?
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane
The
of
destroyer of
inanimate matter.
worlds. Gaze upon me, stuff and despair. That was weird. Well, it tells you how steep the road uphill can be for the car to still make it without exploding. So if you live in lowlands, it doesn't matter at all. What mural? Is he on about this mural over here on this side somewhere? I think he means this mural, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, felt electrical. That's the one.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Above the mural, a collapsed roof.
Oh,
broken
I
windows
was
set in
seeing
walls
that we
that
could
are
climb
cracking
up there
and will
before,
soon
and I
also
didn't know how
fall.
to get up there.
And the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Felled electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Felled electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why?
Why single out this one building?
Ooh. Come on. Oh, I guess this is like, this is really interesting. Found the empty trap, heard Lena's true story, reconstructed execution, confronted the pigs. This is like how well you did on the side quests. Or the main quest, even.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your
So you
forehead.
could solve this,
No
or
rustle
this moment
in the
a lot
reeds.
sooner if you wanted to.
The wind has died down.
Hmm.
The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here? It could be anywhere. How do we find her?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire?
Yes, I talk to
trick for when
inanimate
you're
objects,
out of
guys.
ideas?
I have full-blown discussions with them. And I complain when they get too sassy with me, because a lot of things get sassy with me in this day and age, in
How
this
do
realm.
we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector.
Nice.
Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the
I
coast,
want to get in
the
here.
old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs.
She's down there. Oh, I love the voice from Shivers. I think she's down there.
Okay. Why?
Ever since I woke up, even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells. The wind told me.
Good, good, yes. Cold spells.
He seems
So
incredulous.
basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
Yes, I can literally talk to my hangover. That's how bad it's gotten. The wind told me. Call it a gut feeling. I think gut feeling is a good way to go.
So, how do we get in there?
Finally, my time to shine.
Save savoir faire. There's a ladder next to the sign. Point to it. Perhaps we can climb it. Enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Only 70? Kim.
There has to be a way
Kim.
to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe.
Brute force, you say? Do we have a brute force in the chat? Who could help us out here?
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. What if you were to do something more subtle?
What do you
if
mean?
you were to reconceptualize climbing?
What if I didn't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Come on, Kim. Where's your adventurous spirit? Teleportation is a thing. Just needs a bit of concentration.
This really has nothing to do with adventure. Oh yes, it could hurt.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
Wait! Teleport to the roof? Are you joking me? What? Okay, I need the best lab rat in the chat for this sacrifice. I need this. I want to teleport to the roof, chat. Please, please, lab rats. Help me. Help me get to the roof. I need the best and most juiciest lab rat in the chat for this. The chunkiest one. The one that is just like, oh, the gods would be like, oh, this is a tasty lab rat. Oh, hear us, gods of the dice. Oh. We offer some lab rats. Oh, gods of the dice. So please take this lab rat as our sacrifice. Which one did we take? No, I'm not going to spend talent points. I'm going to see if I have clothes. It's Savoie I need, right? -1. Okay. Oh. -1. Oh, +1. Got some shade going on. Just make sure I don't have any negatives. +1. Okay, I have no negatives, so it's fine. Save game. Although I'm not gonna scum save anyway. I don't think I've ever scum saved.
The
in this
rusty
game.
ladder leads to the rooftop.
Okay. Oh, here is Gods of the Dice. We offer who? Is there any willing lab rats in the chat?
Bobby.
Look, Bubby. A good luck, Booby. You already I did already sacrifice. You already failed me for Zerp. Doesn't seem like we have any willing sacrifices in the chat, and I don't take anyone unconsensually. That is my motto in life. I will not take any unwilling sacrifices in chat. Only willing. So if there's no one willing, I'll just roll. Okay, low-key sacrifices themselves. Hear us, Gods of the Dice. We offer our blessing, O Gods of the Dice. So please take this lab rat as our sacrifice. Our sacrifice being Loki.
On second thought, maybe teleportation isn't a thing. Because you're just standing there squeezing your buttocks. The lieutenant looks at you with that. I know you're thinking.
How did I fail an 83? Oh my days. Oh my. Useless lab rats. Useless. Today is terrible.
To the rooftop. All you need to do is close
Today's
your
a terrible
eyes
day.
and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first
No.
rung of the ladder.
Loki has betrayed us, chat.
All you need to
That's what happened.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Kim, I did it! I
just saw you
teleported!
climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
No, not like a regular person. Like a phased spider. The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Oh my days, I cannot believe. Look, we saved game, got to the roof. The most important thing is, we got to the roof. I think Kim is trying to gaslight me, guys. I definitely teleported. I heard everything. You saw it. I closed my eyes and went whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh.